Yo, what is up you guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we're going to be going over 5.2.5 and how to get through this using as least as possible. So here are the link nodes: mirror image, buff duration, rolling thunder, Ragnarok, adaptive, enhanced abilities, true strike, and arc overload. So the most difficult fight is going to be Juggy with Arc Overload, followed by King Groot, and then Mordo. And then your reversed enemies will be enemies with long special attack animations. The next most annoying path is Spectre. Here are my recommendations. Try to bring rank 5 or better. You have more room for mistakes. Pick the class to match up accordingly, and bait the special that's fastest to dodge. Alright, so here is the best way, I believe, to get through these nodes. One of the best is power control, and I'll show you with magic. Alright, so with magic, she has on her special 2, she has power lock. Alright, so once I get that power lock, I can just smack him down, and with Mystic Dispersion, I'm just going to be gaining tons of power from his armor up. Alright, so the reason I didn't use the special here is because I knew he had emptied the clip, in which magic can just pretty much one-shot whatever health he has. Alright, so easy enough. If my magic was awakened at this point, I would have lost a lot less health. So here's the Juggernaut with the Arc Overload. The reason this one is tough is because of his Unstoppable. You can't avoid hitting him if you want to get this fight done because of Bane and Unstoppable. But because my magic has Mystic Dispersion and he's triggering 3 kinds of buffs, his Fury and then the 2 from Arc Overload, I can just cycle through special 2s so fast. So for this fight, you can also use maybe an ability reducer like Archangel, or perhaps you can use one of the visions to keep his power under control. But yeah, you just wanted to avoid his Unstoppable as much as possible, because this could go either really well for you or terribly wrong, depending on how aggressive he is when he has his Unstoppable buff. Alright, so power control is the first way. My next recommendation is absolute burst damage. So I'm not only going to show Sparky, but Sparky is definitely one of the better choices for tons of damage. And I'll show you guys in a second. So this guy has around 60k health, and I get the stun off, and he's just doing so much damage that I really don't even have to worry about Bane. And the reason why Bane screws a lot of people over is because they stress out as soon as they see the Bane timer run off onto them, that they freak out and just mess up their gameplay. Alright, so here's Hulk. He has really low health, but his damage is ramping up. Notice I have Spectre, which is doing 54 per tick, which is kind of a lot, but as long as we can play well and transfer the Bane over, it doesn't matter. And so as you can see here, I get down this Hawkeye in just a few hits. 28 hit combo, pretty nice. Here's another fight where I can't reliably stun him, but I was able to transfer the Bane pretty easily. But yeah, even after I laid a few hits into them, that Bane was doing 574 per tick. Alright, so Age of Venom is down. Pretty easy. Alright, so Moon Knight is probably one of the most unknown fights in here, because the special one has a long animation, and on top of having a long animation, you also, it's really difficult to punish. As you can see here, I had to take some of that Bane damage because you can't punish a special 1. But I pushed him to the special 2 because it's a lot easier to dodge, and also you can punish it. And here's where the Black Widow Hulk synergy comes in. When I get the stun, and I can put in several combos in here. And so with Voodoo, once you got the power control with the power burn buffs, I do get hit here, my mistake, but once you get the power burn, the fight is pretty much cake from there. Another method that I found was that Blade. So I told you guys that long animations were annoying because sometimes the Bane would transfer and you would have to wait for the animation to end, but you could also use that to your advantage. Either whether the animation has a long duration or because it has a stun as well. So the way I use it is I actually use the special 2 from Blades to actually transfer Bane, just because it has a pretty long duration. Alright, so here's a fight with Hyperion, and usually you would run to the special 2 because it has a chance to stun. Not incredibly reliable, but you get it pretty often. But Hyperion, his special 2 you can use to chain as well. If it had a stun, you could use the stun to chain, which is why Hulk is also a pretty good option. So unfortunately I don't get any stuns on here, but because I do have those Furies up, Hyperion just gets guillotined down pretty fast. Alright, here's another fight using the stun to chain your combo, so that you can transfer Bane. Alright, and so Starlord is also good for this, but you gotta be careful. At the beginning of the video I told you guys that to use to bait specials that were pretty short in animation, but with these they're pretty easy to dodge and relatively fast. And so notice how I'm waiting till the end of the stun timer. That's another strategy, is to wait for stuns so that you can transfer Bane. Alright, so I'll list on screen several champions that I've used in the quest, champions that you can use that hopefully you'll have to get through this. So we got Magic, Gwenpool, Hyperion, both Captain Americas because they're high block, a perfect block. They can have longer parry stuns. You got Vision, Starlord, Blade, Voodoo, Archangel, Stark, Spidey, Thor, Angela, Hulk, and then the synergy with Black Widow and Hulk is very useful. And there's more champions that you can use as well, but there's only so much, time I can spend on listing champions. So here's the recap. Make sure you have a champion that's at least rank 4, rank 5 or 5-star rank 4 if you can, because they have a lot more damage and health. Make sure you pick your class matchup. The worst path is Arc Overload in my opinion. Stock up on potions because of Spectre, and also the 5 methods were Stun, Power Lock, and Damage Champs. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed and I hope it helps you save units. As far as being able to work around Bane with your fighting style, that's all a matter of experience. I didn't initially make one just because I was pretty bad at working around Bane, but I came back to it and I did a lot better. You can see in this fight I took a lot of Bane damage, but as long as you don't completely freak out and mess up, you should be able to be fine. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.